Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Monday, December 16th, 2013, Class 54, the Suit Preference Signal, Part 1. Today we begin a series on the suit preference signal. In order to do this, let's begin by reviewing all of the various defensive signals in the sense of card play, as it leads into the suit preference signal because they are attached at the hip in many cases. Telling partner what to lead. When on defense, you have three basic signals. Attitude signal, which we've covered in two different classes. What do you like? Partner is leading. Do you want it to be continued or do you want to do something different? The count signal. We've had two classes on the count signal. Usually, this occurs when declare or dummy leads their own suit. It lets partner know how many cards you have in the suit in question. It occurs in other cases as well. The suit preference signal, which we begin covering today, tells partner what suit you want to lead. You want him to lead. Which signal should you give, and how can partner tell what signal you have? The attitude signal is given when partner leads a suit, and your signal is usually the attitude signal. That is the default signal, the attitude signal. If you're not playing to win the trick, you're giving some kind of a signal, and usually it's the attitude signal. A relatively high spot card encourages partner to continue, while a relatively low spot card discourages continuation. The low spot card is not a suit preference signal. It simply says, I would prefer you to pick something else. It doesn't say what something is. If you play upside down signals, you can reverse the meaning, and that's fine, but this is the standard approach. When you discard, it is also an attitude signal unless you play Laventhal or odd even. We'll be having classes on discards down the road here. But a discard is also an attitude signal of sorts. The count signal is given when declare or dummy leads a suit. A relatively high spot card shows an even number. A low spot card shows an odd number. And again, you can play upside down if you choose. The standard is as presented. The count signal is also given after giving the attitude. The second card represents current count, which we covered yesterday. Give a count signal unless it is clear. It will only help the declare. When in doubt, give the count signal. In the trump suit, remember that the trump echo is reversed. The high-low shows three cards in the trump suit. Now we get to the subject at hand, the suit preference signal. When is a suit preference signal given? The most common case of the suit preference signal is when you are giving partner a ruff, or you think you are giving partner a ruff. Note that the card that you lead is the signal. Unlike the signals we've covered so far, it's usually the third hand play. This is the lead. You're leading a card and expecting partner to trump it. The card you lead is the signal. A low card tells partner to lead the lower ranking suit. The concept here is that you may want to give partner a second ruff, but you need to get back in the lead. You're telling partner where your entry is. A low card, lower ranking suit. High card, high ranking suit. Middle card says you don't care or don't have an entry. Let's look at a simple example of a suit preference signal. This is you. You double right-hand opponent's opening for takeout. But the opponents end up in four hearts. You lead the ace of spades, and dummy comes down with his hand. Here's the hand again. Partner plays the queen of spades and declare the three. Now you see the jack of spades on the board, so you know that partner has either the singleton queen or queen doubleton. You cash the king of spades and partner discards the four of diamonds. We're going to talk about discards in another class. At any rate, you know that he is out. You now lead the 10 of spades. Your 10 of spades is a suit preference signal. What is it telling partner? It's telling partner you want him to return a diamond, the higher ranking unbid suit, so you can give him a second rough. You get 2 spades, 2 roughs, and a diamond. Down 2. Great defense. Suit preference signal case 2. When following suit and it is obvious you do not want the suit returned, what you signal is a suit preference signal. Summary. Every card you play tells something. Can your partner read the play? In the following hand, you are east. This is your hand. The bidding goes 1 spade by south, pass. North bids 2 spades. You pass. 4 spades by south, all pass. Dummy comes down as your partner leads the king of diamonds. Plan your defense. Dummy plays the 2. You play the 3. Declare plays the ace. At trick 2, Declare leads the jack of diamonds. Partner plays the queen. Dummy plays the 8. What play do you make? Do you really need to make a count signal here? Don't think so. Here's the hand in the bidding again. What do you want partner to lead? Because he's going to win the trick. He's got the queen on the board. Well, you want him to lead a heart. So tell him, play your highest diamond. That's the 9. Hopefully partner will say, as West, the 4 has not been played, so the 9 must be the highest card. Partner must be signaling that he wants hearts. He should return a heart and set the contract. Good for you, partner. Tomorrow, we're going to do Class 55, the Suit Preference Signal, Part 2. There's much more to be learned in the area of suit preferences. See you tomorrow.